Morning Fort McMurray, Wood Buffalo, and the rest of the world. You've tuned in to the Mac City Morning Show. I am your host, Elliot Pierre, and we're going to start this episode off the same way we start every episode off, with a moment of gratitude. I know you could be doing a million other things with your time, and the fact that you spend it with us truly does mean the world to me, so thank you. On that note, Tanner, hit him with the intro.
Whatty up, boss? Welcome to the Mac City Morning Show.
Hey everybody, Keith Simpson here from Norel Toyota. We support the Oil Barons. We've joined the drive-in movie theater. We're involved in the marathon here in Fort McMurray, and that's what makes this community such an amazing place to live.
All right, and we're back. Big shout out to Norel Toyota, Keith Fad Nimmer, all the boys and girls down at Norel for being our title sponsor. We do appreciate your ongoing support. Thank you very much. As you guys know, I don't introduce my guests because they can do a better job at that than I. So can you please tell everybody at home who you are and what you're about?
Hey, my name's Amanda Johnson, and I'm an amateur strongwoman.
There we go. All right, so first and foremost, we're just going to get this out of the way, Tanner. This guest is born and raised in Fort McMurray.
I am. Yeah.
What high school did you go to?
I went to Father Merck.
Father Merck. There we go. Winning. So that's another point for me. I went to Merck. Tanner went to Comp. So, yeah. You made the right decision.
Whatever you want to say, Ellie. I have my quotes.
Yeah. All right, so this week we are focusing on the Strongman Competition because you have an event taking place on Friday, Canada Day weekend, and so you're a participant in this, are you?
I am, yeah.
Okay, so explain this to me because we had a gentleman here before you. He was a big dude, kind of looks like what you would assume a strongman would look like, and now we have a female here. So can you explain how that kind of sport works for the ladies, please?
Yeah, I guess you see people like Leaf and you think, yeah, that's strongman, but
Yeah.
People my size also compete in strongman.
Yeah, which is super cool.
I've been doing it about 3 years now, and
Okay.
it takes a while to build up that strength and learn how to do the lifts without hurting yourself, for sure.
Yeah.
I think a lot more women are getting into this sport now.
That's
which is
awesome.
great to see. Sometimes there's still not that many at competitions.
Right.
Sometimes even in my weight class, there might not be another woman my size, but
Okay.
definitely more starting to come out.
Nice. So this is something, and this is why I can talk to all of you all day. That's a question that didn't come up when I filmed the last episode, was weight classes. Like, what are the weight classes? How do you determine, oh yeah, you're here, I'm here? Is it height? Is it based on just your sheer, LBs? What is it?
Yeah, they actually make you do a weigh-in before the competition.
Okay.
So they set the weight classes.
Okay. And so is it like boxing where you have lightweight,
Yeah,
heavyweight,
lightweight,
kinda like that?
heavyweight, middleweight.
Okay. And so when you weigh in, what is the benefit? You see fighters say okay, well, I'm naturally here, I should fight in this, but sometimes they bulk up to go up or down. What is the benefit of the different weight classes in strongman?
They will change the amount of weight that you're lifting for each category.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. See, I know nothing about the sports. Tell me about these weights. So
as a middleweight, I wouldn't want to be in the heavyweight category because they would be lifting a lot more than me.
Right.
So they try to make it fair for your size.
Okay, so you're in a weight category, and you're lifting weights now, right? And so they max out at a certain weight? So what happens if everybody in the category can lift that weight? How do you judge who's better than somebody else? Is it timed, or how does that work?
Some of the events are timed, yeah.
Okay.
Some it's for reps or max.
Okay, cool. I'm really choked that you guys are having this competition on the 1st, because this sounds really cool, but I'm not going to be here. Oh, man. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's unfortunate. So, anyways, how did you get into this?
My friend Lucas, he actually brought me down to the gym, and I started by pressing the logs.
Okay.
And I just started, I really liked it, so I kept going.
Right.
I was having a hard time in my life at that point, and
Okay.
the gym really helped my mental health, and it changed my life a lot, so.
That's awesome. Big shout out to the
Yeah.
gym and this competition for helping you through that.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's a time commitment. We were talking about this earlier. How much time do you actually have to spend? We'll start off because I know
Absolutely
there's.
is.
How much time do you spend in the gym?
my days
On-
off,
yeah.
sometimes 3 hours a day.
3 hours a day. Okay. And how, because this is like when you're working out, you have to do some form of exercise almost on a regular basis. So when you find yourself at work and you can't make it into the gym, what are you doing to like keep
Yeah,
up
I'm a
with your
haul
training?
truck operator, so
Oh.
it's really hard for me
Yeah.
on work days. Like, I get home at 8:30 at night, and I actually bought my own equipment for home.
Okay.
So I can just go downstairs, get my workout in,
Go to
at
bed.
least get 45 minutes or an hour done, right?
Right, right. Oh, and especially as a haul truck operator, you have a lot of like sit time,
I sit a lot.
to say the least. So you've got to like put in extra work when you're on your days off or after hours. Okay, so working out 3 hours a day roughly on your days off, and then 45 minutes, an hour when you're working. What's your meal prep look like? Because that's something that you guys do that fascinate me, is the meal prep. So like, how do you do that in a haul
Yeah.
truck? Like you eat like
I really have to meal prep because
Yeah.
on shift there's no time to cook.
that's right.
I have a nutritionist right now.
Oh, cool.
She really helps me out a lot with my meal planning, and
Yeah.
I'm eating almost a 2,000 calorie diet a day, so I got to make sure all my meals are ready to go.
That's right. Because, like, fuel, as far as your food, is equally, if not more important than the training and the lifting that you're doing, I'm assuming.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
If you're not properly fueling your body, you just won't be able to lift as much.
That's right. So, when you're training for a competition that's upcoming, I'm assuming, like, your whole diet, your whole regime is different. How often, but you always have to be ready, kind of deal. You can't let yourself totally go. What is it like when you're not training? And how often are you not training, I guess, is the better
I feel
question.
like I'm always
Yeah,
training.
I was going to say, yeah. No
There's
doubt,
never
right?
a time where I'm not
Right.
in the
Okay.
gym.
Yeah. So, but our previous guest was saying, like, he was trying to put on weight for a special type of competition. So, depending on the competitions that you're in, the training does have to tweak a little bit. So, have you found yourself, because you've been doing it for a few years now, have you been competing mainly in the same competition so your training can be consistent, or have you been jumping all around in what you've been competing
I
in?
try to stay consistent. Like, I want to make my weight class every time, so I
Right.
try not to fluctuate too much in weight.
Right. Okay. And so how do you do that? How do you like remain consistent? Because I'm definitely not working out like how you guys do, but I push up, chin ups, do a lot of cardio. I just like to stay physically fit, because I feel the more physically fit I am, the longer and better my life is going to be.
Oh, I agree completely.
Yeah, but my weight does kind of move up and down, and I don't care because I'm not looking at it. But like, how do you remain like within that pocket?
For me, I just monitor what I'm eating all the time. So,
Okay.
you do eat your meal prep, but you do
Yeah.
have to find that balance between food you love and
Yeah.
the meal prep.
Right. No doubt.
That's why I ended up getting a nutritionist, because she can really help me put together my macros and put together my meals, and it's stuff I like to eat. It's not just chicken and broccoli
Right.
every day.
Right. Very interesting. Cool. I just started eating broccoli sprouts. They are supposed to like really good for you, and I like eating them, but like,
I never heard of those.
oh yeah, they're just like, they're pretty bitter. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
Yeah.
I've just been eating them. Like, I take a pinch and I eat them every day. But it's one of those things where sometimes you got to eat stuff you don't always necessarily like. So it's good that you have a nutritionist that can give you some different alternatives. Because yeah, eating chicken breast and broccoli all day would kind of get old pretty quickly, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you got to mix it up.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, listen, Tanner tapped his phone. That means he's ready with the Max City Minute. That's his segment. But before we get into the Max City Minute, there's a commercial. So you and I are going to sit in awkward silence for about 45 seconds. Tanner, let's see that ad, please and thanks.
It's all about getting that job, the dream job, or any job for that matter. It blows my mind how many people don't prepare for their interviews. You need to prepare for the interview to get the job, to get the money. So prepare for the interview. Now, you guys see me here sitting crisscross applesauce every day, but the fact of the matter is I was in human resources for over a decade in the oil and gas industry, primarily focusing on recruiting. So I know a thing or two when it comes to those interviews. So sign up for the course. Trust me, you won't regret it. Now back to the show.
Awkward silence over. I think it's good that I've been telling guests that there's going to be awkward silence. It makes it less
Yeah, it
awkward.
helps.
Well,
Yeah.
and my thought process is if I did cut the audio, what would we talk about anyways?
That's right.
Yeah.
It's only 45 seconds.
That's what I'm saying. You can't get any convo in there.
Yeah. We should actually have some background music playing for us in here, though.
Yeah, I'm thinking the Jeopardy theme song.
You're thinking Jeopardy?
Yeah,
I was-
you know when they go to do that last thing.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it'd be awesome.
I think so too. Anyways, Tanner, hit her with the Max City Minute.
Alrighty, question number 1 for you today. What is one thing you do before a competition to hype yourself up?
Hype myself up. I like to listen to music. That gets me going.
Question number 2. What is your go-to snack when you're going through training for a big event?
During competition day, it's hard to eat. I find it hard to eat because of the nerves, but I like to have Rice Krispie squares. They're light and they give you sugar.
Question number 3. What has been your personal best moment so far in your Strongwoman journey?
Personal best moment. I'm gonna go with the show I just did at Lakelands, and it was a deadlift for 315.
Question number 4. What is one song you love to sing along to when you're alone?
That's a hard one. I don't know.
That was a hard one. Got anything off the top of your head, or
I don't know.
I'm gonna remix to
Anything
Ignition
by
by R.
Blink
Kelly.
182. I'm always
Blink-182, there we
always
go.
singing that.
Okay, there we go.
And your final question. What has been your biggest challenge since you've started this journey in Strongwoman?
Just the mental battle. Some days you don't want to do it, and especially after work, and you just got to push through and do it because it feels so much better after.
And those have been your 5 questions.
It's so true what you just said. Sometimes, like, I don't want to run. I don't want
Yeah.
to do push-ups. I don't want to do
just wanna go to
chin-ups.
bed, or I just
want
wanna
to
sit on the
hang out.
couch.
I have alarms, actually. I have an alarm that goes off every day at 8:30. That if I haven't done
Yeah.
some form of physical exercise, it's like, get to work. You're not doing anything for the next few hours. Like,
That's right.
get up. And I do. And I feel so much better after it.
Yeah.
But it's funny how your brain doesn't,
That
like...
mental battle, you just got to push through that.
That's right. It's a weird thing. It's a weird thing. And with what you guys, and for everybody on at home, we have people in the background today here on set. For what you guys do, like, it's real work. Like, you can't just not. Because then, like, the fallout that's going to occur is going to be pretty massive. So how do you deal with that mental struggle or battle to, like, get into the gym and make sure that you're consistently eating and working out the way you should be?
I think I just know it is that downfall. Like, if you
Yeah.
don't do it one day,
Mhm.
you're giving your brain that out to not do it again.
Right.
So it's like, I didn't do it today.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to do it tomorrow either then.
That's right.
You just got to stay with it, and then
Yeah.
it does get easier in a way.
Okay. So I have a question regarding sleep. It's my biggest battle in life.
That's a hard one.
So I was assuming you would say that. That's why I'm asking it.
That's your hardest battle in life?
Yeah. Like, well, yeah, I gotta say, yeah, it is.
I feel
So-
like more like the mental decision to choose to go to bed is hard for you.
That's right. Because
Yeah.
I don't struggle sleeping at all. Like, I could literally, and it's a party trick that Tanner's seen once or twice, that I can close my eyes, like, right now with you guys talking in this room and fall asleep in less than 2 minutes. Like, I have no
Really?
issue sleeping. Sleeping's not an issue for me. But actually, like, going to sleep, because I don't want to miss out on life in general. But I know how important it is. So when it comes to sleeping for you, like, how do you maximize your sleep, and how much sleep are you getting a night on average?
It's nice to get 8 hours, but working shift, that doesn't always happen. So
That's right.
you really do just have to try to get yourself to bed at a normal time, but that is a hard one.
It's a tough one. And do you have, like, everybody has their own, like, sleep kind of regime? Do you sleep, like, in a cold room? Does it have to be dark? Like, how is your situation set up to maximize your evenings?
Definitely cold.
Okay.
I try to put on like a podcast before bed or
Okay.
Hey, we have a good one for you.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Try to listen to something like that, calming before bed. But
Okay. Cool. Yeah, no, it's I know how, and I've been reading so much on how important it is. So I've really been pushing my sleep personally. I'm getting anywhere between 5.5 to 6 hours of sleep now. So that's a big improvement for me, based on where I used to be. But yeah, sleep is big for your body to recover and for what you guys do.
Recovery.
Yeah, you need a lot of recovery. So we were talking a little bit about this on the earlier episode in regards to recovery from heat and cold. Do you find yourself doing that as well, or are you still trying to figure out how to recover after a workout?
I find just keeping up on your mobility. Like I
Okay.
started doing yoga again, and that's really helped me.
Okay. Do you do yoga on your own, or is there a place in town that you do yoga at?
I like to go to the Exhale Yoga in town. I
Yes.
just started going there, and it's nice.
It is nice, right? I went there a few times now, and then I actually, this Tuesday night, tomorrow, I'm going to be going for a block yoga course there. So, yeah, they have a beautiful, nice, cool, chill environment there. Nice. And so, how did you find out? Were you doing yoga before you started doing this, Strongwoman?
I did do it, but now I find I need to do it now.
Right.
'Cause it stretches you out so well.
That's right. And speaking about stretching, it came up in the last episode. Ashley Whiffen. Big shout out to Ashley and his crew. 2 locations here in Fort McMurray. One downtown by Keanu, one uptown by, where is it uptown by? It's close to Boston Pizza. Thank you very much. That's a good location. Massage and physical therapy. Is that a component of what you're doing as well?
I get massages.
Yeah. It helps break down that tissue, right? So
It really does.
yeah. So you went to Father Mercady High School. After Father Merc, did you do any post-secondary, or did you go straight out to the sites?
No, actually, I was an educational assistant for about 9 years.
Okay. In what
Yeah.
schools?
I was at Sister Mary Phillips School.
Cool.
Yeah.
I've said it on the show, and so if you're an ongoing viewer, I'm sorry, you're going to hear this again. I am the first kid to register and walk through the doors of Sister Mary Phillips.
Really?
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Super random fact, but hey, I like to brag about it. So, how did you go from working in the schools to working out at site? That's a transition.
Yeah, it really was.
Yeah.
I just needed a change. I was doing that for so long, and
Mhm.
I always wanted to know what it was like to drive the heavy haulers, so I just went out there and made it happen.
Right on. So, did you go through the program at Keanu College for women who want to get into trades to do heavy haulers, or did
I
you
wish
just...
I did, but
Yeah.
I actually started as a laborer and just worked my way up.
Okay. Can we talk about, and you don't have to say no, like, which company did you start out with when you got out to site?
I'm at KMC Mining.
Oh, okay. And you're still with KMC?
I'm still with them.
Oh, cool. Big shout out to KMC. There we
Yeah.
go. So, what was your transition out at site? Sorry. So you started out as a laborer. Did you know you eventually wanted to get to haul truck, or?
Yeah, that was the whole goal.
Okay. And how does that work? I've only been,
It's good to start as a laborer because if you've never been out there, it kind of teaches you what it's like,
Yeah.
what's going on.
Yeah. I was a laborer out there for one summer. That's all I got. Not for me. But like,
It was better for fitness.
yeah, no doubt. My whole
It's similar
family works out
labor.
at site, and most of Fort McMurray obviously works out at
Yeah.
in the oil sands. So it's a cool place to go. I strongly suggest, if you live here, if you can get the opportunity to go check it out, may it be like through work or like they have days where you can visit, it's a cool spot. So you like that obviously a lot because you haven't transitioned back to working with kids again.
Yeah, maybe someday, but
Yeah.
for now I'm liking what I'm doing.
That's awesome. Well, listen, Tanner tapped his watch, so that means we're out of time. 20 minutes flies. But before I cut you loose, everybody gets a shameless shout out or plug. So you have the mic, the camera, the lights. Have fun.
I guess shout out to Crude Strength and Performance. Thank you guys for always cheering me on and supporting me.
There we go. That's awesome. So thank you very much. And listen, feel free to come back to the show again and again and again. We'd love to have you on. So thanks for making the time for coming today.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Now, we got to give a shout out to Norel Toyota for being our key sponsor. But if you're watching this episode, this week is dedicated to the Strongman Competition. So make sure to go check it out. It's this upcoming weekend, the first Canada Day at Mac Island. So please go out and support. Other from that, I hope everybody's having a great day. Thank you for tuning in. It does mean the world to me. And we'll see you tomorrow. Peace.
What a deadly old way to end another morning show. Later, boss.
It's so ballistic!
Talk about quenching your ugly thirst.